I'm pretty lucky I was born here in America, but I come from immigrant parents. My father's Mexican, my mother's Salvadorian. They came here to seek a better life, financial-wise, mostly. My father came here because he was promised from his uncle that they were going to support him for his dream to become a professional soccer player. My dad was actually pretty good. If he had the proper support, he could have played for the national team of Mexico. And then for my mother, obviously, in Salvador at that time, there was a lot of chaos. There was a civil war going on, gangs. I remember one time my mother even told me a story when she was pregnant with my older sister. She got shot by a soldier because she was accused of being a communist. And at that point, that was kind of the last straw, so they decided to come here. It started with my father. My father, like any other Mexican, my father had to sacrifice a lot when he was a kid. He had to provide to his sisters, my aunts, with food, so he had to quit school. He lived a solitary life. He never had his mom or his father, so he had to figure out everything by himself and work. And he would tell me when he used to live in Irapuato, he would sell anything that he gets his hands on, and he will make money. But the thing is, he never had a great childhood. He saw a lot of things that a child should never see. He told me a lot of stories, and that's why he battles with those traumas. But it also helped him out to become stronger, obviously, but at what cost? My parents met here in San Francisco in a club called Rocapulco. It's a Latin club where you could dance, drink, have a great time. When they first met, my mom was not keen on my father. She did not like my father, but my mother gave my dad a pass, She tried, they got to know each other, and I was born, then my younger sister. Like any other family, my dad worked 2 jobs just to provide housing for us, food. But also in the same time, he was taking care of my aunts and grandma in Mexico. He was actually able to make it and actually buy a house there for them. How he did it with 2 jobs is beyond me, man. The willpower. The willpower to work 2 jobs, man. You have no freedom whatsoever. I did it before. Not great. But my dad, one thing I do admire from him, he doesn't give up until he achieves his goals. My mother, obviously, she took care of us. That was her job. So it was very traditional. Obviously, everything was great. Money came in. I was happy. I mean, I got everything from sneakers, video games, toys, you name it. I wasn't complaining until my parents got separated. At that point, my mom took us to Los Angeles and my dad stayed here in San Francisco. And at that point, I started seeing my mom, like, she was working pretty hard because obviously 3 kids. Obviously, my older sister just graduated high school, so she didn't have to worry about her. But my mom had to worry about us, and we used to stay in this little small room in LA. And I saw the hustle that my mom had to do, work a lot of jobs just to be able to provide. And I don't take anything for granted, like I'm pretty lucky that none of my parents were crazy, They actually worked really hard while staying here. It motivates me to even work harder because I want to help them out. But to finish the video, one thing I'm working on is obviously trying to retire my mother more than anything else. My father lives in Mexico. He's living his life. He's enjoying his properties, but my mother isn't. She's still working. And one thing I want to give her is the American dream, which is buying a house so that she could feel happy when she retires, and when she passes away, at least she was able to enjoy having a house. And hopefully I do that. It's going to be hard, but life is not easy whatsoever.